Welcome to ChickenMatterTalks, a channel dedicated to exploring the history, heritage, and responsible care of chickens and game fowl around the world. In today's educational documentary, we will explore the origin and history of the Canawayon Hatch game fowl bloodline, a regionally recognized hatch-type line that gained attention through traditional breeding practices and long-term selection. This video is created strictly for educational and historical purposes only. Our discussion focuses on heritage, breeding background, genetics, and ethical poultry management. No harmful, unethical, or prohibited activities are shown or encouraged. By the end of this video, you will understand where the Canawayon Hatch bloodline came from, how it developed, and why it remains part of heritage poultry discussions today. What is the Canawayon Hatch game fowl bloodline? The Canawayon Hatch is best described as a regional hatch-type bloodline, known primarily within specific poultry breeding communities. Rather than being a globally standardized or formally registered bloodline, Canawayon Hatch developed through local breeding programs, careful selection over generations, adaptation to regional conditions. It belongs to the broader Hatch family, which itself includes many sublines and breeder-named strains. Transparency is important. Canawayon Hatch is not a single universal genetic template, but a recognized local family shaped by its environment and breeding history. Background of the Hatch family. To understand Canawayon Hatch, we must first understand the Hatch family as a whole. The Hatch family originated from early American poultry breeding programs. Foundation stock influenced by Oriental and European chickens. Over time, hatch-type birds became known for solid body structure, consistent physical balance, reliable inheritance of traits. As the Hatch family spread, breeders began developing localized strains, one of which became known as the Canawayon Hatch. Regional development of Canawayon Hatch. The Canawayon Hatch bloodline developed through regional selection, meaning breeders focused on birds that adapted well to local climate, consistency in offspring, structural soundness. Rather than constantly introducing outside stock, breeders maintained the line by selecting similar type birds, preserving identifiable traits, avoiding excessive mixing. This allowed Canawayon Hatch to become recognizable within its region, even if it remained lesser known globally. Is Canawayon Hatch a pure or closed bloodline? For transparency, Canawayon Hatch is not widely documented as a closed or standardized bloodline. It is best understood as a regional hatch strain. This means birds may vary slightly between breeders. Genetic background depends on breeding history. The name reflects lineage continuity, not absolute uniformity. Acknowledging this prevents misinformation and supports responsible poultry education. Physical characteristics commonly associated with Canawayon Hatch. While variation exists, breeders commonly describe Canawayon Hatch birds as having body structure, medium to heavy build, broad body frame, balanced posture, plumage, colors consistent with hatch-type birds, often earth-toned or darker feather patterns. General appearance, strong legs, upright stance, traditional hatch-type look. These traits reflect the influence of the broader Hatch family combined with regional selection. Breeding philosophy behind Canawayon Hatch. Breeders who maintained Canawayon Hatch focused on consistency over novelty, balance over extremes, long-term preservation over short-term results. Rather than breeding only for appearance, responsible breeders emphasized structural integrity, predictable inheritance, overall bird health. This approach allowed the bloodline to remain stable across generations. Role of Canawayon Hatch in modern heritage breeding. Today, Canawayon Hatch is mainly discussed in heritage poultry circles, breeder conversations, educational documentation. Its importance lies in showing how hatch bloodlines adapted to local needs, regional strains preserved identity, traditional breeding methods shaped poultry history. Studying such lines helps modern breeders appreciate genetic diversity and responsible selection. Responsible and ethical poultry management. At ChickenMatterTalks, we strongly emphasize ethical poultry care. Responsible poultry management includes proper housing and space, balanced nutrition, clean water access, humane handling, careful breeding records. Preserving bloodlines should always prioritize animal welfare, education, and transparency. Conclusion and legacy. The Canawayon Hatch gamefowl bloodline represents regional breeding heritage, the adaptability of the Hatch family, the value of long-term selection. While not globally standardized, it remains an important part of traditional poultry history. By learning about its origin and development, we help preserve accurate information, ethical breeding practices, and heritage knowledge. Thank you for watching ChickenMatterTalks. If you found this documentary helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with fellow poultry enthusiasts. Together, we promote education, transparency, and responsible poultry heritage preservation.